We have this approach where we're searching for the subjective aspect of the exploration. So what is my feeling when I'm in this place? How I feel the scale of the environment.
This is the first time I've been on an inspiration trip this far ahead of the actual production, that we get to go to a location and really breathe in the air and get it into our bones before we actually start making the game. Because the game is just right here, right now.
It was so impressive. I didn't expect it to be that big, and I felt like an ant in a world of giants.
When we talk about scale, it's trying to put ourselves in the shoes of the people living in this time period. What did they feel when they discovered some place in the Lofoten Islands? It must be incredible. So you have to play with proportions, you have to play with contrast to make sure that you bring this feeling you have when you are in the real place.
We are now about to enter the kingdom of the most wealthiest and powerful chieftain in this area.
We are talking about one of the 10 to 15 mightiest and wealthiest and most powerful men in northern Norway.
It is very interesting because it brings you back in the times and you have a very strong immersion. It's like the fantasy of being in a time machine and being able to travel back in time and be there.
So raise your glasses! Skål!
I think it's great for all the team, for people working on animation, working on sound design, working on environment design, working on clothing, on character design. All this stuff is there. It's also very moving to see all these traces of this culture, these people who were living in this very harsh environment, and they were still very strong, and they developed all this very strong culture, belief, and they were extremely pragmatic to see how they worked, how they created all this very complex housing, how they created the ships, how they navigated. It's a beautiful package for inspiration.
And then leaving Norway, which is barren but majestic, and just coming by boat in England and see those rolling green hills full of sheep, full of life, is just this moment that most likely the Vikings felt as well. You need to see this land of opportunity.
I was really expecting to visit UK, so for me the challenge was how can we bring interesting flavor to all these biomes, all this landscape? How can we make this world interesting for the player? In terms of artistic vision, it's a composition of the landscape. All the layers of history, seeing the ruins next to the landscape. We've seen the rolling hills of Mercia, beautiful rolling hills. We'll use that as reference.
I've never been here before, so this is my first experience. It's a dream I've had since I was a little boy, like 5, 6 years old. And this is a blast, like just seeing where Vikings would have trudged and gone through, and just getting into that spirit of it is really, really fun. I would like to, on the quest side, like to try and pull that feeling off, like the first time you get, like what the perception of a Viking would be. So if we can get that, I'd be really, really happy.
We have to make creative decisions about what we want to bring in the game. What are the iconic elements I want to bring to the game because they are interesting. It's really about creating magical moments in this world, using all these iconic places we visit as inspiration.
Visiting a location early in conception and pre-production is interesting because you sort of arrive thinking you know what questions you're going to have answered, and then new questions and new answers just pop in that you didn't even realize you wanted answered, right?
All these moments are going to impact and give us a strong inspiration. We've been watching videos, we've been watching a lot of photos, documentaries, but being there is going to really bring the immersion and, I would say, the inspiration to the next level.
Vikings were brutal warriors.
Shields!
And the fact that they were mastering a lot of weapons coming from the medieval times really inspired us to kind of revamp the fight system.
Hey guys, it's Cody Bellinger. I'm in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. My character's name is Ada. They got me in a motion capture suit, and I've been doing a bunch of swinging with bats and axes. Like a warrior's axe cutting through a shield wall.
I would like to see this rock hit you speak of.
I could see myself on the projector live. I felt like I was the actual character. On the wall, there was a bunch of different kind of weapons that I could have used or did use. It felt natural to me because it was me swinging a bat in a video game, and I do that all the time in real life. We go to war on the baseball field, you know, try to go out there and compete and win. And as a Viking, you're gonna go out there with all your men and go and try to win and be on top. The name's Odo Sluggerson. I usually try to dodge dames like yourself, but you seem friendly. Got my face scanned for the game to make it realistic to look like me, and then I did a voiceover for my character.
Woo-wee! Bingo.
I think it's a cool game. I'm excited to see how it all
So a couple of weeks ago, we announced Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and the reaction from the fans was just amazing.
And this is how you make your way into history and earn your place in Valhalla.